Welcome to another program of El Camerino Deportivo, First in Sports. In today's show, I will be talking about the All-Star Game. Yes, I said the All-Star Game. Right now, I will be talking about the Major League Baseball All-Star Game with the results of how the voting is going so far for the game itself, which will be played on the 15th of July in Truist Field in Atlanta, Georgia. Yes, the first person I will be naming in the AL All-Star Game coaching staff will be the 2024 Manager of the Year. He's the manager of the Cleveland Guardians, Stephen Vogt. Then we have a Yankee who has managed them since 2018 till now. We have Aaron Boone and a guest manager for this All-Star game. He is an Hall of Famer. He managed the Mets from 1977 until 1981. He managed from 1982 to 1984 the Atlanta Braves. 90 to 1995, he managed the St. Louis Cardinals. From 1996 to 2007, he managed the New York Yankees. And from 2008 to 2010, we have Baseball Hall of Famer, the great Joe Torre. Folks, I will be telling you who, as of now, are the leading vote getters in the All-Star Game itself. Right now, the leaders are as follows. The leaders for the catcher's position in the American League is Kyle Riley for the Seattle Mariners with 1,043,168, followed by Alejandro Kirk of the Blue Jays, who has a total of 370,460. As of now, that's who I would pick to be my All-Star. Yes, I'm telling you as well who I would actually pick to be my All-Star. They have in first base, the leading vote getter as of now for the New York Yankees is Paul Goldschmidt with 667,258 votes, followed by Vladimir Guerrero of the Blue Jays with 614,726. By my standards, I truly believe that one of the favorites to actually get to the All-Star game, I would actually vote for none other than Spencer Torkelson. Yes, Spencer Torkelson of the Detroit Tigers. He has a total of 16 homers and 47 RBIs. And he's hitting .234. Yes, I know that you might say, hey, Goldschmidt's having a great season, but not better than Spencer Torkelson. Second base, Gleyber Torres, the ex-Yankee, that now plays for the Detroit Tigers, has a total of 535,079, followed by Jackson Holiday with 449,093. So, right now, I would be picking Brandon Lowe as my All-Star. He's having a year of 263 batting average and 14 homers with 39 runs batted in. That's who I would pick as my second baseman. And then let's go to shortstop right now. Jacob Wilson of the Athletics has 562,696 votes, followed by Bobby Witt Jr. with 519,948. So, I would say right now, I would definitely vote for Bobby Witt Jr. He's having a year that's batting 279, 10 homers, 26 RBIs. But where do I leave Jacob Wilson? Well, you could say I could pick up Jacob Wilson as the backup. He's now hitting 360 with 8 homers, 38 RBI. Let's talk about another position, and that will be third base. In third base, the leader is Jose Ramirez for the Guardians, 968,754. And second place is Alex Bregman with 397,581 of the Red Sox. Right now, if I had to pick somebody to actually be my actual All-Star, it would not be any of these guys. It would be Junior Caminero. He has 17 homers, 46 RBIs, and a 254 batting average. It's impressive what Caminero is doing. Let's vote for Caminero, people. Caminero deserves to be an All-Star. So, to go with another position, we have the outfielders. In the outfielders, there are no particular order which ones I'm going to select, but in my eyes, I have Aaron Judge, who has been hitting 372, 26 homers, 60 RBIs, who is the current leader with 1,568,527 votes. The second person in votes is Riley Green with 675,070 votes. I would say right now that Brent Roker should be an All-Star player for the Athletics. He has 15 homers, 41 RBIs, 276 batting average, and the fans are voting right now. Third overall is Mike Trout with 475,265. And in that last position that I would actually put none other than Ryan O'Hearn, batting 306, 10 homers, 27 RBIs. Remember, people, these are the actual fans' choice as of now, and what I would actually personally vote for. It's not that nobody's voting for them, it's my choice as well as what you guys have voted for. So, don't get me wrong, don't get me twisted, but that's who I actually would vote for. Let's talk about the National League coaching staff, shall we? Oh, before we talk about the coaching staff of the NL, I want to touch base on who I think should be the actual designated hitter. And right now, I'm thinking that it should be Ben Rice. Right now, the leader of designated hitters is Ryan O'Hearn with 353,029, followed by Ben Rice. In my eyes, it should be Ben Rice of the Yankees, 232,331 votes as of now. Let's talk about the coaching staff for the NL All-Stars. The NL All-Stars will be managed by none other than a 2021 World Series champion and has been manager for years. Atlanta Braves from 2016 till now, Ryan Snitker. We have the Marlins manager, Clayton McCullough. You ask me, Clayton McCullough, you don't know that name. Yes, he's the manager of the Miami Marlins. And last season, he was the actual first base coach for the Los Angeles Dodgers. From 2016 till now, this manager has been coaching the Los Angeles Dodgers and has won 2 World Series championships. To some, he's a fan favorite. To some, he's a love-hate relationship. But this guy is none other than Dave Roberts, the catcher who is the leader in the National League for the All-Star Game voting is Will Smith, 1,124,629 votes of the Dodgers, followed by Carson Kelly with 408,081. So right now, I'm going with my intuition, and I say that the catcher for the National League should be none other than Hunter Goodman. Why Hunter Goodman? Because he's actually batting .285 with 14 homers, 46 RBIs. But keep in mind that Will Smith is having a hell of a season, and he will possibly get the nod of being the catcher for the All-Star Game. The leader for the first base in the MLB All-Star Game in the National League is Freddie Freeman with 1,136,389 votes for the Dodgers, followed by the Mets' Pete Alonso, 895,900. In my view, I see Pete Alonso being the guy who should be in the actual All-Star Game with a batting average of .296, 17 homers, and 63 RBIs. So, let's talk about the second baseman. The leader for second baseman right now is Ketel Marte of the D-backs, 850,572,000, followed by Tommy Edman of the Dodgers, 510,451. In my eyes, I see this great player, Ketel Marte, being the second baseman who deserves to be in the All-Star Game. And why do you say? Because he's just a great player overall, and there's no competition for him in that completely. Let's talk about the third baseman. Right now, the third baseman who is leading the votes is Manny Machado with 955,122. He's of the Padres, followed by Max Muncy of the Dodgers with 415,750. Right now, if I had to select the third baseman that I would pick for the All-Star game, it would be Manny Machado, 316 with 11 homers and 45 RBIs. But also, based on the numbers, I would also pick up Eugenio Suarez, batting 234, 21 homers, 58 RBIs. He's having a hell of a season. And I would also pick up Austin Riley with a batting average of 277, 11 homers, and 37 RBIs. Let's talk about the shortstop. How about Mr. Smile? Yes, who is Mr. Smile? Yes, we're getting right to him. He's the leader right now in the All-Star game with a total of 1,019 votes, 1,273 of the Mets. That's Francisco Lindor, followed by Mookie Betts with 597,188. In my opinion, I see Francisco Lindor should be able to be one of the candidates that needs to get there because he's batting 275, 14 homers, 38 RBIs. And followed by what many people have been telling me, that Ellie de la Cruz deserves the nod because he's batting 270, 16 homers, and 50 RBIs. Let's talk about the outfielders. Yes, the outfielders. Pete Crow Armstrong is the leader with 126,119 votes for the Cubs. Kyle Tucker with 704,740, followed by Teoscar Hernandez, 685,553. So, my stance for a left fielder into the All-Star game, I would actually put Kyle Schwarber, who's batting 244, 22 homers, 53 RBIs. That's why I would select way before any of these guys. I also would put James Wood. He's got a year of 281, 18 homers, 51 RBIs, as well as Seiya Suzuki, 18 homers, 16 RBIs, 261 batting average. That's for the left fielders. Let me talk about center field. Center field, I would actually pick up Pete Crow Armstrong. Like the fans are saying, he's got 19 homers, 58 RBI, 270 batting average, and another person that should get the nod based on what he's doing and might be selected by managers and coaches might be Andy Pies. He's hitting 293, 15 homers, 49 RBIs. Let's talk about the right fielder itself. The right fielder, to me, it should be Corbin Carroll with a total of 254, 20 homers, 44 RBIs, as well as Teoscar Hernandez with 263 batting average, 13 homers, 50 RBIs. Keep in mind, I'm going based on the numbers. And that's what All-Star Game voting should be all about. Well, I want to make a rant about the All-Star Game. But before I make a rant about the All-Star Game, I want to say that Shohei Ohtani should be the actual designated hitter, of course, for the National League. Let's talk about this. People, go out and vote for your favorite player. It's perfect that you vote for your favorite player. But please, please, I beg you, look at the numbers before actually voting. Why do I say this? Because I'm tired of hearing a player that doesn't belong in the All-Star game being included in the All-Star game by the fans voting. Why do I say this? This is a huge rant because I remember one time when I lived in St. Louis, I used to go to the ball games a lot. And amongst fans, the ushers in the game would pass 25 ballots. Yes, 25 ballots for a row of 10 to 15 people. And you're saying, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong is what was being promoted during the game, and then it wasn't 25 ballots for the whole row. It was 25 ballots for each person in the stands. So they would say in the PA announcing system, when voting for your favorite All-Star game, remember, please select your favorite player from so-and-so's team. But that's not it. You have up to 25 votes. But then the following day I would go to the game again and I would get 25 more ballots. What kind of junk is that? Seriously. 25 votes per person. That makes no sense to me. I would typically take 2 or 3 ballots, and that's pushing it as well. Because typically, I would say, get 1 ballot for the Major League Baseball All-Star game. To me, it makes no sense that people get so many ballots so they can stuff the ballots. And you guys may say, oh, you're a poor sport by saying this. No, I'm not being a poor sport. I am actually telling you, hey, reality check. Make things fair. Remember to tune in July 15th to the All-Star game, live from Truist Park.